Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So, I'd like to seek the blessings of Radha Mata, Radha Shamsundar, Krishna, Ram, Bal Gopal, Gaunitai, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and assembly devotees. So, yesterday we had a brief look at Lord Shiva and what an amazing personality he is. And today we thought we'd look at the eternal consort of Lord Shiva, Durga Mata, or also known as Parvati. She's a fascinating personality, and this is really an amazing picture, actually. She's glorious. She's a great devotee of Lord Krishna. In the spiritual world, there are three potencies. Samvit, which helps the residents of the spiritual world to recognize their relationship with Krishna. There's Sandini, which ensures variety in the spiritual world. This variety is very important because when there's variety, it means there's lila, there's excitement, there's pleasure. And that is missing in the Brahma Jyoti. There's just oneness. So this is what distinguishes the abodes of the Lord from the Brahma Jyoti of the Lord. Then there's the Hladini Shakti, which functions as the internal potency of the Lord and provides ultimate pleasure to Krishna. And the personification of that Hladini is Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani is Hladini potency, and she is the source of all pleasure. And Durga Mata is also an expansion of this pleasure, spiritual potency. The name Durga, therefore, refers also to that personality who is thus on the platform of Shuddha Sattva, pure transcendental existence. This internal potency is also understood to be Krishna's sister, known also as Eka Namsha or Subhadra. So Subhadra, she came before Krishna in Lord Krishna's pastimes 5,000 years ago. She appeared and then she immediately went into the sky and she told Kamsa that the person who's going to end your activities has already been born. Or he will be born. I can't remember now the sequence, actually. I've forgotten the sequence. Duh. Anyway, this is the Durga who was worshipped by the gopis in Vrindavan. Yes, Pravin.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. As you said, Subhadra was born before the Krishna came. And is that the one you saying her name was even Maya?
Yeah,
Gauri?
yeah. Same. That's right. Actually, what happened, she was born to Mother Yashoda. And then when Vasudev came with Krishna to Gokul, he swapped Krishna for the girl.
Yeah.
Subhadra. And then Subhadra was brought to the prison house, and then she flew up in the sky when Kamsa came and told her that your killer is already born.
Yes. So are you saying she got then two names, Subhadra and Maya?
Yeah, she's known as, she's the original Durga, if you like.
Original, she is Durga.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's the original, yeah.
All right. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank
you.
Thank you for explaining.
Thank you. And from that original Durga comes the Maya Durga as well, who is in this world. So several acharyas have pointed out that ordinary people are sometimes bewildered, thinking that the names Mahamaya and Durga refer exclusively to the external potency of the Lord. So some people think Durga only means the Maya in this world, but that's not right. The entire creation has two divisions: transcendental or spiritual and material. So Yoga Maya, that is also Subhadra, also known as Durga, manages the spiritual world. And by her partial expansion as Mahamaya, she manages the material world. So Yoga Maya is the personal potency of Lord Krishna's energy, and Mahamaya originates or expands from Yoga Maya. So there's the original Yoga Maya, Durga Mata or Subhadra. From her comes the Maya that we know in this world, which keeps us in illusion. So the role of Yoga Maya. So this is the Yoga Maya in the spiritual world. Yoga Maya is the name of the internal potency that makes the Lord himself forget or forget himself. So this Yoga Maya is so powerful. Her job is to make sure that the Lord enjoys the Leelas, and she makes him forget that he is God. But the Mahamaya in this world, she makes us forget that we are spirit soul, that we are servants of Krishna. Anyway, role of Yogamaya: to become an object of love for his pure devotee in different transcendental mellows. So she facilitates the different devotees and the different relationships they have with Krishna. Yoga Maya potency creates a spiritual sentiment in the minds of the damsels of Raj, by which they think of Krishna as their lover, their paramour. Otherwise, it's very hard. When you're in front of the Supreme Lord, how can you then joke with him or have very playful pastimes with him if you're just thinking this is God, this is the Supreme? You can't do it. So what Yoga Maya does, she puts the devotees under a Maya that they love Krishna so much as their lover or friend or whatever it is, that they don't understand that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. They know he's something special, but Yogamaya makes them forget in order that they can have wonderful pastimes with Krishna. It doesn't mean they are in illusion. They're not in illusion at all. It's just because they love Krishna to the core of their heart. So this is very important to understand. And this Yogamaya also makes Krishna forget that he's God. So just imagine the power of Yogamaya. Any pastime conducted by the Supreme Personality of Godhead is an arrangement by Yoga Maya, not Mahamaya. Mahamaya is in the material world. Permanent, not temporary exhibition of Krishna's Maya in the spiritual world. She bestows on Lord Krishna's devotees pure devotion towards Lord Krishna. She is Vaishnavi, Shakti of the Vaishnavas. This is Yoga Maya, or Durga Mata also, another name for her in the spiritual world, or Subhadra. She gives final liberation to those that want such and gives happiness to those who want happiness. Vladini Shakti transforms into the personality of Goddess Durga in this material world. Here, she has the responsibility of reforming those souls who have rebelled against the laws of the spiritual land and have come to this mortal material world. So the Mahamaya has a different function from Yoga Maya. Yoga Maya operates in the spiritual world to make sure that the Lord has amazing pastimes with his devotees. But Mahamaya, she works in this material world. She is like the prison house keeper, prison house gatekeeper. The Maya, which drags a person from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is called Mahamaya. And the Maya which acts on this transcendental platform is called Yoga Maya. So now we look at the role of Mahamaya. Mahamaya means the external potency of the Lord, which puts us, the conditioned soul, into illusion that he will be happy by material adjustments. We are thinking, if I get this object, or if I get the love of this person, or whatever it is that we want, if I get this car, house, wife, then we'll be happy. This is an illusion. This is the illusion. This is Krishna's exhibition of Maya, but it is temporary. Here, in this world, it is a perverted reflection. It is not possible for Mahamaya to control liberated souls or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is very powerful. This world, which we call wonderful and delight to live in, is compared to a prison. A prison. So, believe it or not, we live in a prison. Here, life is uncertain. Misery is inevitable. If anybody is thinking we will always be happy in this world, that is illusion, because misery will come. It will come. Because everything in this world is temporary. Relationships are temporary. And death, a certainty. As prisoners are given a uniform, similarly, we have been given a uniform of a human body or an animal body or a plant body, etc. And as long as we have this ephemeral body, this body made of flesh, bones, mucus, blood, water, air, etc., and we are in this material world, then we are under the jurisdiction of Durga Maya, also known as Mahamaya. She, on behalf of the Supreme Lord, because she's a great devotee of the Lord, takes complete charge of this material world. She acts under the direction of the Supreme Lord, just as a shadow follows the substance. So this is very important to understand. We are under Mahamaya. So Shiva's female consort is known under various names as Uma, Sati, Parvati, Durga, Kali, Shakti. The divine couple, Shiv Parvati, together with their sons, the six-headed Skanda, also known as Kartikeya, and the elephant-headed Ganesh, are inhabiting the Mount Kailash in the Himalayas, as well as Mahesh Dham on the border of the material world, Devi Dham, and the spiritual world, Vaikuntha or Haridham. So they are in between the spiritual and material worlds. Shiva is the original material male and Durga is the original material female. What does that mean? Means when Krishna wants to touch this world, he becomes Shiva. When the original Yogamaya, Durga Maya, or Subhadra wants to come to this world, she becomes Mahamaya or Durga. Durga is the expansion of Yogamaya and ultimately of Radharani. Durga is an eternal associate of the Lord in the spiritual world. In this world, the goddess Durga, the wife of Lord Shiva, is famous as the external illusory potency of the Supreme Lord. This is the Durga worshipped by the people of this mundane world. So in this world, we are not worshipping the Yoga Maya in the spiritual world. the worship is actually of Shiva's consort, Durga Mata, Mahamaya. But the spiritual Durga is the eternal maidservant of Krishna and is therefore the transcendental reality whose shadow, the Durga of this world, functions in this mundane world as her maidservant. Ganesh, Durga, Vishaksena, and other devas worship and serve the Supreme Personality of God in his abode of Vaikuntha. The Ganesh, Durga, and devas mentioned here are different from the Ganesh, Durgas, and other devas present in the material world. So each of the devas in this world has a corresponding personality in the spiritual world, who is always in the spiritual world, who is part of Krishna or part of Radharani. It's a very complex subject. The form of Durga. Durga is the presiding deity of this material universe. She is 10-armed, representing the tenfold fruitive activities. She rides on the lion or sometimes a tiger, representing her heroic prowess. She tramples down Mahishashura, representing the subduer of vices. She's the mother of two sons, Kartikeya and Ganesh, representing beauty and success. She is placed between Lakshmi and Saraswati, representing mundane opulence, mundane knowledge. So even Lakshmi and Saraswati have their counterparts in the spiritual world. Lakshmi is actually the consort of Narayan. She is armed with the 20 weapons representing the pious activities enjoined by the Vedas for suppression of vices. She holds a snake representing the beauty of constructive time. She's worshipped for wealth. People in general worship Durga, goddess Durga, the wife of Lord Shiva, for material prosperity. However, the boons received from Durga in the shape of wealth, property, good health, wife, and sons should be understood as the deluding kindness. It's not good for us. Durga's service is to keep the conditioned souls within the material world because she is the prison gate housekeeper. So this is a very dangerous path to take. If we're worshipping Mother Durga for wealth, she will give, but it will also keep us in this world. That wealth will not liberate us. If you take it, yes. Just I'll call you back. Good. And this is a very nice verse in the Brahma Samhita, all about Durga. Shrishti Stiti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Rekha Chae Vyasya Bhuvanani Vibharti Durga Icha Nurupam Apiyasya Chatestesa Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami. The external potency Maya, who is of the nature of the shadow of the Chit potency, is worshipped by all people as Durga. So this Durga is the shadow of the Chit potency in the spiritual world. The creating, preserving, and destroying agency of this mundane world. I adore primeval Lord Govinda, in accordance with whose will Durga conducts herself. So, wonderful verse. However, when the soul again remembers Govinda by coming in contact with self-realized soul, Durga herself becomes the agency of their deliverance by the will of Govinda. The word Durga which means fortress, sometimes difficult to defeat or pass. Durga is derived from the roots dur, difficult, and gam, pass, go through. Other meanings may include the one who cannot be accessed easily and the undefeatable goddess. One famous sloka states the definition or origin of the term Durga. Durge Durgati Nashini, meaning Durga is the one who destroys all distress or one who eliminates suffering. There are many names for Durga in Shaktiism, and Navadurga are known as Shailaputri, Brahma, Brahmacharini, Chandraganta, Pushmanda, Skandamata, Katyayani, Kalarati, Mahagauri, and Siddhidatri. A list of 100 names of the goddess is recited in order to worship her and is popularly known as the Astottarats, Namali of the goddess Durga. Durga is associated with protection, strength, motherhood, destruction, and wars. According to Srimad Bhagavatam, Devi, she is a warrior, powerful and much worshipped form of goddess Parvati, or simply Adi Shakti. Her legend centers around combating evils and demoniac forces that threaten peace, prosperity, and Dharma, the power of good over evil. Very powerful personality. So we can stop there and we'll continue tomorrow because I think there's quite a bit more about Durga Mata. And it's worth taking time to understand her position. Because sometimes we know, oh yeah, this is just Maya. But actually, she can be of great assistance to the devotees. Any questions, any comments?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, when you said these names, there are many names: Durga, Saktisimam, Navdurga, Sailaputri, Brahmacharani, Chandraganta, Kusmanda, Skandamata. These I have heard these names,
Yes.
and you know when? Sorry, not when. It's when this Chaitra Navratri come. Have you heard about Chaitra Navratri?
Yeah.
The first 9 days Chaitra Navratri. And I think in those Chaitra Navratri, the first 9 days, these are the names coming in the first day. Then second day they said today is Brahmachari. Third day they said Sailaputri, Chandraganta, Kusmanda.
Right.
So I'm just telling you that these names I've heard, but they only on this special day, that is Chaitra Navratri.
Yes.
I'm not sure about the Navratri which comes in November after. Is it after Sarad?
Before
Sarad?
Before Dasera.
Before the Sera, yeah. Is it the same names come in them or not?
Yes, same.
Same name for the 9 days.
For the 9 days, yes. That's
all right.
Mother Durga is worshipped at that time.
Worship, yeah. Okay. And every time when I hear the radio, they keep saying today's this Mataji's Northu, this is today's this Mataji's Northu. So it's good. It's very good to hear it, And as you say, it's got 108 names, but must be have to see in the Google.
Yeah. Okay. Understood.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. So let's stop
Hare
there.
Krishna.
Is there any questions? Okay. Durga Mata ki jai.